boy, Mike, I'm excited.
Jesus Christ, sir.
Look.
We're finally doing it.
We're finally doing it. We've had Heady Topper in the fridge for a while now, and
we keep drinking them.
Well, we had it in the fridge before yesterday, but we didn't want to do it because they were months old.
Yeah, we still drank them.
We drank them, but we didn't feel like doing a video review would have been good. We actually wanted to keep one to do a side by side with these, but we're idiots. We drank them.
Because why?
We were drinking.
Because we got drunk.
Pun intended. And they still tasted fine.
Oh, yeah, no, they're good. But it's just not the same.
Yeah. Yesterday, Mike and I and our friend Nick took a trip to Vermont and
got a massive haul of beer.
Scored a mother load. We got a bunch of cases. We got some Sip of Sunshine, which we'll be doing as well. We got some Super Session number 2.
Which we should do as well.
Yeah, definitely. I even managed to accidentally score a 4-pack of KBS.
And I scored a 4-pack of Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go
I was so excited about that one.
Buy anything other than like Lawson's or IPAs or whatever. And I walked in, looked for some Sip of Sunshine in some little corner store, and I was like, holy crap, there's a 4-pack of KBS, and it's the last one. I was like, yes, I will take this.
This is overall the best haul I've ever been a part of.
Yeah,
overall.
Agreed. This is the best haul I've ever been a part of as well.
So, pretty exciting.
Just pictures on Instagram, you've seen them. Probably, I hope you've seen them. So this I'm going to post. You guys are going to see this fresh. This is probably what I want to post for Monday or Tuesday. I want this to go out early because, you know what? Like Heady, drink fresh. We'll post it fresh.
Awesome.
Super excited. So
you want to explain how we're going to do this?
So we have a small glass. I know it says, drink from the can, whatever. We are going to drink it from the can, but we want to pour it in these small little taster glasses just so we can give you an idea of color in case you've never seen it. And then we're going to finish the review while drinking it from the can.
Although it is funny that they want you to drink it from the can so you can't see the color. Well, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we had Volkelbanger yesterday, too.
Ah, yes.
It was amazing. Should we just pop these bad boys
Let's do it, sir. Wow.
Hey, that may be added to the intro.
Okay. Let's do this, sir. I'm going to put mine back here.
Yeah, good call. So,
all right.
And this will give us better nose. Yeah, it's hazy. Look at that nice little head.
Oh, it's so awesome.
And it's just, it's like golden color, but it's hazy. It's like, you can't see through it.
Dry, yellowy.
Now, if we poured the whole thing in a glass, it'd probably be a little more hazy, but...
Oh, for sure. Yeah, well, this is a small glass. You're not getting... So.
What do you get on the nose? It's like...
It's like lemon.
Juice, lemon.
It's citrus.
Grapefruit.
Dank.
Papaya, sweet. Oh.
It's like... Oh, it's so big and... so juicy, so...
Jeez. So, I'm sure everyone watching, if you've had Heady Topper, you all have your first Heady Topper experience story. I know I do. Do you? When did you first have Heady Topper?
It's funny. I don't have that memory of the first time I had it.
Really?
No, because I was just getting into like that Vermont style IPA, and I had so many in like a week.
Yep.
That they all kind of got caught up in the mix, and
okay.
But I do remember the first time I remember the first time, like I had a whole can to myself.
Yeah.
Because I was always tasting someone else's cans. And
really? Huh.
The first time I had a can all to myself was when Champ brought them home.
Oh, right. Why didn't I give you a can when I got it?
Because we were splitting them upstairs.
Oh, right.
Like we'd have like crack the cans.
And we realized not to do that anymore because that's why we had the two sitting. We had so much Heady Topper sitting in the fridge, and like I'm always like, oh, I don't want to drink it.
But then.
And then 3 months later, it's like, oh crap, it's good, but it's not fresh anymore, and it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. So it's like with this haul, I'm making it a point to just be like, I'm not gonna sit on them.
Drink them all.
Yeah,
drink it up.
Maybe I'll probably not drink them as slow as last time. I'll drink them faster, but not. But I have so much other beer. It's so crazy. Like I just like. And then we got Sip of Sunshine, and I got some stuff from 14 Star Brewing, and it's like so much stuff. I have trillium IPAs in the fridge I gotta drink. It's not a drinking.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my first time, from what I remember, it was the first time I went up to Vermont to go to get Heady Topper. We stopped by 3 Penny Tap Room after we got a couple cases, and I was like, all right. If
That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar?
With her yesterday. That's where we had Vocal Banger.
That's exactly what we did.
We had Hill Farmstead Susan, which you had for the first time. I've had it before. You were like...
Yeah. Pretty amazing.
It's pretty great. I think it's definitely better than Vocal Banger.
Oh, for sure, but it's a different beer. I mean, it's a different...
Well, they're both IPAs, but...
Yeah, but like Susan's a bigger beer.
Yeah.
It's just bigger, you know?
Yeah.
And
it's juicier.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm still smelling this. But yeah, the first time I had it was at 3 Penny Tap Room. Was we're getting a haul, and I was like, you know what? I've never had it before. I know I'm here. I know we're going to go home and I could pop one open, but fuck it, I'm just going to do it. Now whenever I go to 3 Penny Tap Room, I never get Heady.
Nope.
Yeah.
All
Always Vocal Banger.
Let's do it, sir.
Let's taste this.
Sir.
Cheers, my friend. Oh, it's just...
Whoa. Man, there's something about this beer that just feels like home.
I know. When I cracked my first can yesterday. No, did you have a can yesterday?
I went earlier today.
Just today? Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
When I cracked my can yesterday, I was like, it was just like one of those like defining moments of your life where you're just like, oh. And then I actually brought it in the shower with me.
I used to love doing that.
And it was like the best thing ever because I bought a Shakuli. I'll show you the picture after.
Okay.
It was pretty awesome.
No, I love the artwork on this can.
Mm-hmm.
This can shows the feller drinking Heady, a beer out of a gross shaker pint, by the way.
The Alchemist, he looks like... So, since this is the Alchemist, it looks like a mad scientist almost,
Yeah.
right?
And then out of his head is blowing up hops.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what you get out of this.
Yeah.
When you smell Heady, you know what you're getting. Heady is just... It's
so drinkable, it's scary.
It's extremely drinkable. Not chuggable. It's just too big. I mean, I don't know. I could probably chug one.
Yeah.
But it's really big. It's really fruity and like that awesome hop bitterness. There's that malt backbone it's just everything you want in that giant double IPA.
Yeah, and I feel like it lives up to the hype.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes some beers don't live up to the hype. It lives up to the hype for sure. And I'm just going to say this right now, just to clear the air, and that you guys know. Well, you know my stance. Maybe Michael will agree with me. I don't know. This blows Pliny out of the water.
It's better. It's
Pliny the Elder. I've never tried the younger, so
yeah, that's fair. Pliny the Elder is an excellent beer. This is head and shoulders above. It's a better beer. It's and maybe it's not a better beer. Maybe it's more toward our liking.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the thing about Pliny is they're two different styles, right? Like Pliny has a completely different flavor, mouthfeel, and flavor profile and nose profile.
Yeah.
It's just that they're the two, right? The two contenders.
The two top dogs.
Yeah.
But this is if I have both of them in front of me, I'm gonna pick the Heady
for sure
every time. This is in a lot of ways my favorite IPA. It's luckily not too hard for us to get.
2.5 hour drive.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we have to go out of our way, but it's not like it's easier for me to get than
Waking up 4 a.m., 2.5 hour drive, back home by what 3?
Yeah,
it's a day trip.
Yeah,
it's a whole day trip.
A lot of waiting in line but you go with your best friends, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the waiting's fine. You just shoot the shit, and then the road trip is the best part. If you live across country, like obviously this is hard. You got to trade for it and whatnot. So I'm gonna.
Oh, we should.
We should. Can now. That's why I finished it. So cheers, everybody. Hopefully you have an awesome beer. Hopefully you have a Heady Topper in front of you. There's like, and the thing is, like, the malt is there to balance it, but you can't really taste it, but you can tell it's there.
Yeah, that's why I said it. There's the malt backbone, but it's not like doesn't interfere with like the hops. It complements it in a nice way. Because when you're drinking this, you're getting that big, dank, citrusy. You get orange peel. You're getting like grapefruit. You're getting that really rich, just explosion of citrus flavor.
Yeah, it's got super hoppy. Yeah, it's just it's. I wouldn't call it a complete juice bomb.
No,
it's still bitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now a lot of people say like, okay, drink it fresh, drink it fresh, drink it fresh. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I've had it. I think I've had it after a year. I can't after or close to a year, and it still tastes good, but it is ridiculous the difference in taste.
A huge difference.
It's so ridiculously different.
There's actually a video you can see of an Alchemist video where they show you the difference even when you pour an older one versus a newer one.
Oh yeah, and that it's actually done by John Kimmich.
Yep.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I guess I've never.
Kimmich. There's actually a very good video online. It's about 2 hours if you have the time. I watched it over 3 days, and he did like a talk at a beer summit in I think Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And the story behind Heady Topper is amazing. Like the yeast is from England.
Okay.
It's no one knows. He's the only person that he brewed originally with another brewer, and this guy brought it. He went to England, tested a bunch of yeast, brought this strain back.
Killed the guy who sold it to him.
And pretty much. And he left to start the Alchemist. And he said, "Hey, can I bring these with me?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." So yeah, to this day, no one knows what the yeast is. People think they know what it is, and you can culture it, obviously, but
yeah, they culture it out of old beer, don't they?
To make homebrew clones.
I was that is how they do it
for homebrew clone.
That's why I mixed that up. Okay.
Yeah, so obviously he still has the strain, like, but he's like, it's so different from the first time. Like he said the way he explained it, and I don't like, and obviously I homebrew, but I don't. Well, not, obviously you don't know I homebrew, but I mentioned before. But either way, the way he talked about the yeast was he's like, I know this yeast like the back of my hand. Like I know the flavors it's gonna give. I know like how to if like I ferment it for this temperature and whatnot. And it's like I that doesn't even compute in my head. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Like I wouldn't understand that whole.
Nope. So,
but like the yeast is supposed to give is what's giving a lot of like I think the juicy aroma and whatnot.
Alchemist says here, we love hops. That's why our flagship double IPA Heady Topper is
They've
packed
also
full
never
of them.
said what the hops are.
Nope.
People guess it's Chinook, Amarillo, CTZ, and no one knows.
It says here, Heady Topper was designed to showcase the complex flavors and aromas these flowers produce. The Alchemist has been brewing Heady Topper since 2003. This double IPA is not intended to be the strongest or most bitter double IPA. It's brewed to give you wave after wave of hop flavor without any astringent bitterness. You know, that's pretty accurate. It says, we brew Heady Topper with a proprietary blend of 6 hops, each imparting its own unique flavor and aroma. Take a big sip of Heady and see what hop flavors you can pick out. Orange, tropical fruit, pink grapefruit, pine, spice. There's just enough malt to give this beer some backbone. That's funny because that's the word I use for it.
True.
But not enough to take the hops away from the center stage. It's awesome. It's just such a...
It's just amazing. It's just insane. There's just... this is probably going to be a longer episode than normal just because we love this beer so much. But funny story, I remember he was telling a story when he realized Heady Topper was becoming a big thing, was they were selling it only on draft. Someone was going into they found this guy. Someone was going into the bathroom with his pints, pouring them into bottles, and then trading them online.
No kidding.
Yeah, and they caught the guy.
Did they give him a high five?
Kind of. They didn't like do anything. They just he stopped doing it, but like
yeah.
they caught him and yeah.
So why are you doing this? It's like because it's amazing.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just like that's when it. I don't even know how this would taste on draft. That'd be so interesting to try it on draft. I don't think they put it on draft anymore ever.
I've never had it. Obviously.
Yeah, and they'll put this on. There was a thing on Craigslist. People were selling $50 for a 4-pack.
It's absurd. I joked that we should start a new business. That's how much they're selling them for.
And John Kimmich actually he joked. He's like, you know what? I don't care about the price. He's like, keep it cold for Christ's sake. It was just sitting on like an empty shelf.
According to Wikipedia, the beer has been described as a complex web of genius, Sold only in limited production, it sells out within seconds or minutes of being released. As of the beginning of 2013, the production was 1,200 cases a week, with plans to expand. Right. Heady Topper is well known throughout New England, and even by people who have never had the opportunity to drink it. It is common for people to travel long distances in an attempt to obtain Heady Topper beer.
We're definitely not the longest distance people do for this thing.
The beer is sometimes referred to as the Heady by regular followers of Alchemist Brewery.
The Heady? Really? I never even heard of
it. I haven't either.
Bernie Sanders has been pictured holding cans of Heady. I don't know if he's drank it. Probably, I assume if he's holding it too, or like, try this, he'd probably, ooh. What is this?
Retails for $5 to $8 per 16-ounce cans at bars. It's pretty outstanding.
It was $7 at 3 Penny Tap Room.
Oh, did you look at the receipt?
We didn't buy it at 3 Penny, but no, you saw the thing on there was a sign.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, it was $7. So it's like
it's the same price.
I didn't look at the receipt.
Yeah, I mean,
it's $75 for a case, and it's $14 for a 4-pack. So you save on the case. And yeah, people, normal people that drink, like people that don't really drink beer, they hear $75 for a case of beer, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
I know people I talked to at work were like thought it was crazy.
But places like Night Shift, they're selling cases of the 87 for what, 89,
80 something
bucks. But they got to make their money back. Like for what they're brewing, the amount of hops they're brewing. Hops aren't cheap,
especially not anymore.
Yeah, no, they're not cheap. So they're probably barely. They're probably selling this for close to cost, I would assume.
They're making a profit.
Of course, they're making a profit.
But they're could they sell this for more and we'd pay for it and they would make a bigger profit?
For sure.
For sure. Yeah. I was buying beer without even looking at what I was spending.
Me too. I didn't even like when I was checking out every time we were buying a case or whatever. I was just like, here's my card. I don't even know what the price is. I don't care. Yeah. Just give me my beer.
We were walking into the tap room, and I actually had to think about it and readjust my I had to rethink my financial situation. It was interesting.
Yeah, you don't even think when you do this.
Plus, it's such a good time just to do the whole trip.
Oh yeah, it's the road trip is part of the experience.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to bring up, and I guess we could probably wrap up, but what do you think if we lived like distance to Vermont where we can get easily? Now, maybe not the brewery itself, obviously, because you can't go to the brewery yet. You can't go to the current cannery. The same distance we live to Night Shift, or even closer, whatever.
Well, here's
what if we lived in Montpelier?
I was talking to someone who was from Burlington, Vermont, and he said, like, when his friends kept bringing home Heady Topper, he was like, it's, like you'd think you'd get bored of it.
You don't.
He said you just don't. And
that's kind of like with us with like Santilli. You don't get bored with it. Like I always buy it. 87. I always buy.
I love 87. I love Santilli. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bad person. I love IPAs.
If I lived closer, I obviously wouldn't buy that many cases in one go because we don't do that trip that often.
No, but you can buy a case every 2 weeks.
You could. What? Oh, if you lived up there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Every other week, every 3 weeks.
I noticed when we went to Beverage Warehouse, the second stop we did, people came in and were grabbing single 4-packs, and I figured they were probably locals.
I'm pretty sure that they were grabbing single 4-packs because we walked out with cases.
I assume, like, if they really wanted cases, they would have got there earlier. So I figured they were locals because, like, I even saw one guy grab one 4-pack, and like there was one that was two after we got our cases. So I figure he just was like, "Oh, it's Heady drop day. I'm gonna not be an idiot like everyone else waiting in line for 3 hours."
Yeah. Why would he? Probably lives across the street.
Yeah. What would you give Heady?
I don't know, Sean. What are you thinking?
1.
+4.
+4. Yeah. It lives up to the height. It's gonna get a 5. It's gonna get a 5.
It's a 5. Anyway, trust me. Every time you open up a can of Heady, it'll make you happy.
It's gonna make
it just
explodes. It's gonna put a smile on your face, and
we love it.
We love it. It's just, and I'm so happy that we have so much that it's gonna keep us going for the next couple months. Even though as it gets older, it morphs into other types of things.
Still delicious, just not the same.
Delicious, yeah.
So. This is a Nerdsense 5.
Yeah, Nerdsense 5. Like this video. if you guys have had Heady Topper, comment, obviously.
And
Let us know if you think it's a 5. Let us know if you think it's overrated. Let us know if you like what your thoughts are. If you live near Vermont, like would you drink it as much or would you just kind of get sick of it?
check out our webpage, nerdsense.net, and that'll bring you to our Twitter and everything. All of our social media.
Yeah, everything.
So like this video, subscribe, and
drink a lot of beer.
Drink some Heady Topper.
Yeah, drink some Heady Topper. And don't forget, don't be a D-bag. Recycle this can.
Right.
Like it says.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Sean.
And this is Nerdsense Drinks.